Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time it is. It is game day, and I'm here. We're gonna do it live. I'm gonna do it for you guys. Please join in the chat. Join in the chat. The banter. Sorry. Let's get after it. We're about 8 minutes to this. Welcome everyone that's rolling in. Of course, I am struggling to get Fubo TV to work. Uh, my arch nemesis, it seems. But anyways, Dash, no, he is working today. Unfortunately, he should be able to make some live appearances throughout. So yeah, I mean, well, we'll get a bit of him, of course. Otherwise, before we get after, okay, so actually just loaded up. So we got Tech, Sandro, Danilo, Gatti, Quadrado along the back. Midfield, Kostic, Rabiot, McKennie, Sule along the mid, and then Moretti, Milik. So it is a 4-4-1-1. Interesting enough, I actually just started playing this in FIFA. Just my squad composition. That's the Turin Giants team that I'm doing. Just got promoted to Serie A anyways, and getting smashed. Both Inter and Juve just completely smashed me. But anyways, it's real game day today. We'll get back to the FIFA one of these days. When the games one after another like this. It's hard to fit it in. But we'll get there. We have lots of time. Why is the ill man not starting? I mean, I don't know. I thought he proved it. Allegri thinks otherwise. I do expect him to come off the bench for Quadrado. Remember, we still have Paris here midweek, Wednesday, which we will become live again, this time with Kevin, because it's a home game, and he will be there in the stadium, full stadium too, sold out. So that's Wednesday anyways, so please join for that one. But Hilling, I mean, yeah, it's got to be squad rotation. It is a more, I guess, conservative, perhaps smarter move to start with your experience, get the game started on the right foot, and then halftime, 55 minutes, whatever it is, we'll see. But I do expect to see the Illman. All right. So, yeah, about five more minutes. So actually, sorry, the thought mob. Let me get the thought mob going for you guys. You guys like the thought mob? Is it helpful? I mean, otherwise you're kind of just staring at me, staring at another screen for a couple hours, right? Gives you something a little different. All right, just give me a second as I start this bad boy up. Otherwise, guys, what do you think? A 4-4-1-1, a slight variation of a 4-4-2, because we're using Moretti as, I don't know, it looks like an attacking midfielder. I'm assuming that's what it is. Not necessarily a secondary striker, but more attacking midfielder. So that's going to leave Milik up alone. So, it's different. I don't know. We haven't seen this one yet. There we go. There we go. Complete with ads. Let's get the ad out of the way. There it is. Yeah, so I mean that's that. Yeah, Bones. I mean, I want to see him trying new things. Well, it is a new formation technically, so we're getting something new. Yeah, because things have not been working. They have in the league. Obviously, Europe is completely different. This is Lecce, and then I always pause when I say these teams, of course, because Salernitana, Monza. Even with her injuries, 10 injuries on paper right now. Yeah, I mean, Gatti in the back line, the Nilo playing as the experienced center back, the right back is. So that's new as well. Gatti Danilo pairing up in the center back role. Sandro Quadrado playing their, you want to say for Quadrado, traditional role. The traditional role in the Allegri setup. And then, so Thought Mod's given us a little bit better than the flat 4-4-1-1 that Google just gave us here. So we're going with like the two defensive midfielder setup now. So this is technically a 4-2-3-1 that we're seeing it on Thought Mod. So Rabiot, McKennie, that's not bad. Kostic, obviously, yep. Sule on the right. We'll see. Yeah, he's got to show himself. He still just has to show himself. Okay, sorry, we got no now people. Ciao Giant, first time on the channel, been Bianconeri since '98. Sono Mexicano or Mexicano. I messed that up, sir. You can tell that my Italian is not great. But welcome. We're glad to have you here. And yeah, please join in the chat. The chat. I mean, that's where it all happens, right? So, welcome everyone. But yeah, the other big change. I mean, it's not a change. We're just going with their depth with Milik up front alone again. So, like I said, I don't know. But we'll see. We got about a minute. It lined up for the anthems. Okay, no now people. I'm gonna mess that up because it's a bit of a tongue twister. I want to say now no people. So please, if I screw it up, I apologize. But been looking for Moretti and Fagioli. Thank you. So we have Moretti and Sule. Fagioli's still no, it's still not. He hasn't gotten much of a look. And as me and Dash have said on numerous occasions, we think he's still a little bit slow for top tier football. Call him NNP. Yes, thanks, Bones. NNP. Who are you most excited for the future? I mean, technically, Chiesa is still our future, and that is still in the future in that sense. So I am, on one hand, very excited about Chiesa, his return. He is still really young. He's a superstar prospect, but how is he going to come back after the injuries is the big question mark right now. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't move my mic into play here. That should be a bit better for you. But if we're talking about purely just the youngsters, Moretti, I am the most excited about right now. He has got the most looks, the most play time. He has played relatively well. I mean, he hasn't been spectacular in a lot of cases, but he's the 19-year-old. He's the young guy trying to hold the midfield together with such little experience. So, on one hand, has he been putting up 8s and 9s? No. He's been putting up 6s and 7s. But he's 19. He's putting his heart into it, and he's trying to make good on being a pro footballer, essentially. So I'm loving that. All right, number 10. Hi, Juventini. Let's get our hopes up for this time being. Yeah, I mean, my hopes are always up until otherwise, you know. NNP. That'd be KNP, not NNP. KNP. Chiesa 10. So you're calling to give him the number 10. Pogba obviously took the 10. I get it. Marketing as well. Chiesa at 7. Oh, we got Dash. What's going on, bud?
Hey, just making my quick cameo appearance. Just getting a quick 5-10 minutes. How is everybody?
We have a brand new first-time listener as well. Now, now people say I just screwed it up. So we're just calling him KNP because it's a bit of a tongue twister.
Ooh, nice. Welcome. I'll even though I'm on my phone, I'll still do this for him.
Ooh. Well, we're about to kick off, guys.
So Bones is saying that McKennie is going to be scoring. It's an interesting take.
We didn't put predictions.
We didn't do that.
What's wrong with us? And of course, a message as soon as the game starts. That's F1 stuff. That's for tomorrow. That's the sport I'm watching tomorrow. The Mexican GP. Where's Frankie, man? We're talking about Mexico. Mexican GP tomorrow, 4 p.m.
So
Yeah.
what's interesting. So like I was kind of just catching some of the pregame stuff while before I was cutting some potatoes. But looks like we're running a 4-4 or yeah
4-4-1-1.
4-4-1-1.
Yeah, and they just called it on the screen. We did talk about that, yeah, and how Moretti's playing essentially an attacking midfielder role.
Yeah. The thing is what I'm starting to speculate is I think we're gonna see Illing this game just
Yeah,
because of
we did
the
talk
way
about
that
that as
it's
well.
set up. Yeah. Because if it was a 3-5-2, I would highly doubt it. I would be against it, seeing how he would fit in. But definitely with this, there's more solidity. I think it's almost a hybrid 4-2-3-1
Well,
from
that's what
what
Fop
the
Mod showed, yeah, and we talked about that. How, I mean, we'll see. I'm trying to pick it out here now in the game.
so it's very 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 interesting.
So it's definitely a 1-1. You see Moretti advanced of the midfield, and Milik advanced of that. It's definitely a back four. So it's the trying to pick out exactly how this midfield is set up.
Yeah, because
Allegri seems quite nervous. Yeah, he would be.
the thing is Moretti's almost on Milik's heels, and I don't know. That's interesting to see how those are lining up right now because Miretti's further up the pitch than Milik is because Milik's supposed to be your lead guy. Then you have Sule. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
And the question is he playing so far advanced that he's getting to like second striker territory, or is he gonna like play that number 10 role?
Well, the problem with him playing in the spot that he is right now is who's going to essentially facilitate the ball through the midfield because McKennie and Rabiot aren't ball movers.
Yeah.
They don't specialize in moving the ball.
But they're moving the ball right now, mind you. So
Yes.
Sule out wide, sorry, cross in. Too high.
Juve ball.
And of course, Fop Mob is always ahead of us. They seem to get a direct feed where when it gets rebroadcast and sent through our feeds, there's up to 30 seconds, if not more sometimes. So sorry for the delay. There is a good and of course, yeah, the delay of our broadcast to you guys. So it could very well be worse. So you will know before us, but you can do your celebrations or your anger management, whatever it may be. Get it out of your system, and then you can prepare for mine. Number 10, he should be. Oh, okay. What did number 10 say? Allegri seems okay. About Allegri being quite nervous. Yeah, he should be. Like never before since 2009. This is. Yeah, probably. Okay, cross in from Rabiot. Not a good connection. But it looks like balls over the top for Milik and Moretti to try to get on him, especially Milik. They're, I guess, trying to use his height advantage. So we didn't break this down. Lecce's defense, are they bad aerially?
They're bad overall. They've got,
Okay,
I
sure,
believe
yeah.
they've got, yeah. So they're conceding a goal at least every game. Their goals against record is not very well. Defensively, they're extremely reliable. Offensively, I believe they're at a 0.6 multiplier, so they're not really much offensively. I mean, what Lecce is going to do is they're going to sit back, probably try to force a set piece. If they do, they'll attack from the set piece or again a bad pass from a midfielder to open up a 1v1.
So
There isn't going to be. Go ahead.
Sorry, what I read was Juve. I can't remember where they are exactly, but they're one of the best set piece takers. If not, yeah, they have the most goals from dead ball.
Which is interesting because 2 years ago we didn't.
Yeah, exactly. I found it very interesting. But Lecce concede I can't remember, it's the most or one of the most against set plays. So maybe that's where the linking is of throwing the ball over the top, where it's more of, it's like that set play style where you're lobbing it in. Obviously, more fluid, but maybe they're trying to exploit that. And my feed just stopped.
Mine's still
Something went
going.
wrong. Please try again. Thank you, Fubo.
We gotta get you a VPN. Get you some Paramount Plus.
I have a VPN.
You gotta use it, man. Go on to use Paramount.
Well, then I have to buy Paramount Plus too. I already paid for this, right?
Well, it's cheaper than Fubo.
It was like $100 Canadian. I don't know how much.
Paramount Plus is like $5-7 a month.
Okay, so that's $70 a year, which when you convert to Canadian is $100. So it's the same price.
Well, I mean, if you're using a VPN, they might just charge you American.
Well, exactly, but I still have to convert my Canadian dollars, right? Still $100 for me.
I'm trying to help, Dave. Come on, man.
I've traveled the world. Like I know how exchange rates work.
Yeah, I got you. That was so right there was kind of a mispass that Quadrado was able to recover from Sandro. So it's stuff like that. That's where Lecce is going to try to attack. They're not. It's not like they have a set play of style that they're going to do. I don't see it. Gatti again with a driving forward run. He can dribble, man. That's really impressive from a center back. Was able to win a foul.
Yeah, no, that wasn't a bad play. KNP, my favorite player. Okay, so this might cause controversy because he is probably most people's least favorite player. But that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. That's cool. Oh, Milik, hold up. Moretti tried to go long. Not bad. So my favorite player is Alexandro since he came from Porto. He has been high and low, but he has heart. Been loving Danilo, when in the beginning I didn't. Yeah, I mean you can definitely start a fight with that, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Alexandro. I think he's had more lows than highs. Danilo I like, and same thing. He's grown on me over the years. At first, as obviously coming from off Cancelo, bit of a downgrade, but yeah. Our weak spot right now in defense until now is Gatti. Yeah.
I would say Quadrado.
Or yeah. Because of the giveaways, yeah.
Yeah, I would say more Quadrado than Gatti because Gatti barely has minutes. I'm not
throwing it in
expunging.
the box though.
Milik was trying to do a bike. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is like I'm gonna go off minutes played. Yeah, Gatti absolutely had a horror fest against Benfica, but consistently a guy that's on the field that's kind of making a bunch of boneheaded mistakes is Quadrado. Because I mean, a guy with his experience to concede a penalty like that against Benfica is absolutely insane.
Yeah. The experience thing is good because you're talking Gatti has what? Like maybe an hour of Serie A playtime?
Yep.
Like not
At best.
Absolutely nothing. So
because I mean, even like for example, the game that he did play against, which was Monza.
Monza.
Yeah, I'm thinking of mozzarella, but Monza. So like he conceded that goal because he let the guy undercut him just the same way he did with Benfica. So there's a thing where Gatti can get exposed. I mean, Gatti is nice, tall, physical. He can move the ball with his feet very well, but I think his defensive positioning needs a little bit more work.
Quadrado just threw himself on the ground and is rolling injured now. I can see why. Oh man, I forgot the Lecce manager's name now. Do you recall? It's probably on Thought Mob.
And yeah, Bones, I do think it was unfair. I think we said it on the watch along. We're like, he shouldn't. I'm like, they shouldn't have thrown him in this game.
Marco Baroni.
Because him getting thrown into Benfica is like throwing him into the wolves. So yeah, I mean, we understand that, but again, it's just kind of even though we understand that he was put in a terrible position, I still think we got to be objective and say that this is the holes that Gatti has in his game right now. It's not saying that he's not going to do anything or be good. It's just kind of calling a spade a spade.
Try to make this as big as possible, actually, on the screen. I need more screens. I don't have enough screens. I'll figure this out.
All right, corner defended.
Okay, KNP prediction 2-0 Juve, Moretti and Rabiot. All right. I like it. I like it.
Rabiot.
I still haven't given mine. I'm gonna go with 2-0. Milik and Gatti head ball off a corner.
Rabiot versus everyone, guys. This is our man of the match right here.
Oh, buddy. Love it. Oh, giveaway. Giveaway in the midfield. And there's our man Sandro. Is the field wet?
I would assume so. Usually they wet the pitch before kickoff.
No, it looked like it was really wet though. Like there was some spray off the ball. Could have just been my feet. I don't know.
He's running in 250 pixels. Ooh, that's
you make it. Moretti just slid. Oh,
bad. That was a very
the yellow's
dumb
already
tackle.
out. No question. Bones giving some vibes there. Sandro going to score for KNP. Yeah. If that was later on in the game, that could have even been thrown up as a red. Because that was high. That was from behind. Stud showing. Like, there's a lot wrong.
Well, I mean, he raked the back of his calf. So, I mean, I hope this doesn't go to VAR. Because that technically, you could say it's a red card because he slid in from behind. Studs up on a calf. That's
this isn't the
really,
first time we've seen that either. Oh, and they're making a change too. Is he injured?
Yeah, that's such a stupid tackle. Very stupid.
He was trying to cut it out, I think, but then he got his awareness. He didn't know how lined up he was with the other player in front of him, because obviously he was very.
I'm really hoping that VAR doesn't look into this, because if they do, you can easily say it's a red card.
Yeah. It's it's not a good look. Legri's having a discussion about something. Yeah. Okay. I'm about to kick back off again then. It's lucky. Just got to keep his head around him. Bullet dodged. It seems like it. Or he only got hit with the one bullet of the double tap. He got the gut shot, not the head shot.
It's a sloppy pass from Moretti right there.
Yeah, he's got to get his composure back. And this is what I mean. Like, we see 6s and 7s from him. He still has his off days, right? He's not completely locked in.
Gatti's got speed.
He's tall, right? Like, he's got the stride.
Yeah. He's tall, but did you see that? He outran him and poked the ball out.
Yeah, he's having a better game so far. I mean, the competition is completely different. He played this team, and that was, man, I forgot to say that yesterday. Like, this is a Serie B promoted team.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good game. Yeah, this is a good game for him to get his feet wet.
Because he knows what to expect. In this game, it's not like he has no experience. Like, he has more experience in a sense than the other players, because he's used to playing these guys, or at least part of them. I mean, there's been roster changes, sure.
Good cover.
Yeah, and Gatti again with the clear. Aerial clear too. KNP. Sule not feeling the right band. Yeah, like, again,
I think he needs more touches. Then that's probably why he's shifting more to the center of the field so he can get his foot on the ball.
maybe, but I was never a huge fan of him. I don't think he's great. We've kind of been over it. Oh, and cap locks. Who do you like more, Tech or Parin?
Each of them have stuff that they're good at. So, like for example, aerial and penalties, Tech is a better keeper. When it comes to initial reflexes, I think Perrine has better reflexes than Szczesny.
Parin's a better out-and-out goalkeeper. He's just less well-rounded in the other attributes.
Yeah. So, like Szczesny, I think the one thing that Szczesny has really good is his ability to read PKs. Because, I mean, I think he had 3 or 4 in a row last season that he stopped. So,
and, Quadrado is getting a yellow. That's I mean, that's not surprising. Quadrado does this. Yeah, it's just right through the back again. And that's a yellow.
No, it is.
Yeah, that it's not like Moretti where he got lucky to get the yellow. Like that one wasn't as bad. But it just shows Quadrado. He's too slow. He can't keep up to the pace against the pace of Lecce, even. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, as we all know, we need to make changes in those positions. And I don't think, especially on the right, that's going to be next year because we've just been talking about replacing the left right now for January. So unless you get a guy that can play both, but it still doesn't give you depth, it just gives you options. KNP likes Parin as well. Of course, guys, please remember to like and subscribe the video. We're so close to 700. I'm gonna check. Live update on subscribers. I like to chase the numbers.
I think it's 696.
It was. Just seeing if it's changed at all. It is 696. All right. Yeah, I mean, subscribe, guys. We're getting there. Of course, what we're really trying to do is to get to that 1,000 mark because that's when we can do all the cool stuff. That's when YouTube completely opens up. Most of you guys, I think everyone here is already subscribed. You're all the regulars. Probably preaching to the choir, but if you're coming in on the replay, of course. All right, another Lecce player down.
Weston did like a roundhouse kick.
Ooh,
oh, he tried drawing. Nah, he's acting a little bit more than it was.
Think so?
You got to remember with Serie B teams is like they try to dive and get you red carded. Like they are experts at drawing fouls and cards.
Yeah, I suppose. And he was probably confused between McKennie and Quadrado as well. He's probably thinking, "Oh, I'll get the second yellow." Just saw the hair coming at him. I mean, I would be confused. I am confused watching from this angle. And they play on the same side as well, right? It doesn't help. There's no separation there.
Nope. Good win by McKennie.
Yeah. Again, the two afros were pretty much side by side. Oh, nice Moretti. Ah, didn't feed it off right. Good ideas, though. He was holding off a man, so... Oh, that was a high elbow. On Quadrado this time. That could... Let's see if there's a yellow. That was high, so... I don't think he will. Yeah, there wasn't too much in that. Oh, it was just a shove. Sometimes players are on gravity zero. Yeah. Yes, they are. But here is a dead ball coming far from the right. Quadrado. And who else is Kostic over top? So we'll see. See if the stats are in our favor. Taking their time. Here's the whistle.
Why are they having Quadrado take it?
Quad's taken in the box.
You know, the thing about Quadrado is like that dude's got like the most skewed stat I have ever seen in my life.
Contact in the box.
Is it on the edge or is it on the inside? Is there a bar?
Inside, but it was coincidental, I think. But the Lecce guy is really trying to sell it again. McKenny was trying to catch it on the volley. But he just like walked in from behind. So I'm oh yeah, he was selling it. It was coincidental. Bones wants to see Illing handle the dead ball like this. What Weston doing to Bruce Lee? And KNP, yeah, back on the acting there, of course. All right. Kicked out from the Lecce goal. So what were you cooking before you dropped in?
I just had to do some scallops.
Scallops? Like scallop potatoes or actual scallops?
Yeah, scallop potatoes.
Okay. If it was like scallops, I would have been excited. I love scallops. And another mashup in the field and a Lecce player milking it.
Yeah, these Lecce players are really starting to frustrate me, man. These guys,
there's a yellow.
It's an ugly way to play. They're going for cards. They're going for fouls. That's the symbol of a Bush League team, a team that can't do anything at all. Like this is the same guy that's being tackled. What's his name, Gonzalez or whatever? Like these guys are just literally no. Come on, man. They're putting their bodies in the possession of the ball just so they can draw fouls.
It was technically a foul.
It is, but he strategically put himself there.
Yeah, I mean, it probably could call it a yellow. It's more so.
It is. No. It is.
It's more so how it's more so how Lecce are not playing football so much as they're playing to try to play football against 10 men.
Yeah, right now they're putting their bodies in front of any position where the ball's going to be loose, so they can potentially draw a foul. I mean,
but Juve need to know how to handle this. This is part of being a championship team, right? And if they want to be a championship team, they have to handle this.
I get you, but I mean, it's Bush League.
But it's also just like how all the teams, and it's not just Juve. It's anytime a lower tier team plays a higher tier team, low block. Throw guys in front of the box. And it's horrible to watch. And if you're the best team and everyone's low blocking, well, you better know how to play against the low block. But anyways, can argue about that some other time. Throw in here, playing up on the left side. Trying to find some space. KNP, Sandro's my boy. He's doing good. And then he caveats it with today. Yeah. He hasn't been bad. That's for sure. He's doing his job. All right, Sule. Rabio Tagati. Still trying to find some space. These are just passes that get your stats up and don't actually do anything. But, oh, no, he tried to. And see, that's the thing with Moratti. He's not really big enough to just take a ball dropped in, surrounded by defenders. And he doesn't have that nice feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, to just turn around like, say, Dybala would. Because Dybala is very fragile, but he had the footwork to kind of get around players. Moretti isn't really there. So, yeah, Lecce, they got 3 yellows against, Juve. They didn't get the yellows. Juve did. Oh, here, over the top. Yeah, we just here talking about the low block. Here it is. And they're trying to get us on the counter. So very, very typical to see this. And it does work against Juve because of our defensive weaknesses right now. They can exploit some space on a counterattack.
I think if we go up, we're going to probably see Illing and Fagioli.
Well, hopefully. And KNP saying, I don't feel the danger today. And that's sort of the problem, is that we don't feel the danger, and then all of a sudden we get slipped behind on a counterattack. And bam.
You know? I think he means Lecce is not being threatening. Like, there are some teams that you have to worry about the counter, but I think he means that, like, Lecce is kind of just uninspiring whatsoever.
No, it was kind of like Empoli, right? But we said that with Empoli. Like, they just get dirty balls, and all you need is one dirty ball to go in, right?
Yeah.
So, Trado trying to dribble in, cross. Ooh, cross the face of the goal.
Everyone's looking at him like, what?
KB, what kind of formation is this? So awful. I think
4-4-1-1.
Yeah, it's just trying to make the pieces work. So this is funny, right? Because we complain that we play players out of position, or Allegri does. So now he finds a formation that's supposed to be better suited for his players. And it's still bad. So this is where we can have some sympathy for Allegri, right? Because, if you want to say the Allegri out thing, okay, well, now here's the players. What other coach is going to work with these players? What formation do you play? What strategy? So now we see Allegri trying to change the strategy for the players he has, and it still isn't working. I mean, 27, 28 minutes, but let's see. I mean, that hasn't worked yet. Ball over the top, wide. Quadrado mishandles. Sule. Oh, man. He almost got around his man. And he tried to sell one. The Lecce player tried to sell one. Everyone's trying to sell things today. Oh, there's another Lecce player trying to sell one against Gatti. And now the play is actually whistled. And there's a yellow card to Gatti. For what, I don't really know. Man. Yeah, let's get this replay. Okay, there was a tug. There was a tug. And because he was the last man back, there's the yellow card. It's a little soft, especially after everyone was throwing themselves onto the field. It was a bit comical, really.
It felt like I was watching rugby. It was such a rugby move.
Yeah. But there's 4 yellow cards for Juve now. Half hour in. All right, back underway. So, I guess it's going to be one of these days, eh? It's going to be one of these days.
What a missed header there by Gatti.
Yeah. And see, this is Gatti's inexperience now, right? Where he's getting a little flustered. He's starting to play the body more than the ball. And this is because Lecce can't break us down tactically, technically speaking. They're just going to break us down emotionally, and that is our weakness, is emotionally. So it really is a smart game plan.
Hit him in the fields. Brought to you by Lecce.
Yep. That being said, I mean, Lecce have not looked at all to be able to penetrate Juve's defense either. I mean, they have, but we've been able to clear quite easily. They haven't been able to sustain that pressure.
They just grabbed Sandro and hugged him.
Yeah, but that was a nice step by Sandro.
Yeah.
Okay, right wide with Quad. Gatti doing this pass back and forth thing again. So Lecce is 5 across the back. But Gatti dribbling it in again. Like,
And he's playing like a number 9 right now in the box. Ooh, Rabiot with
from
a
deep.
shot.
There's not much on it, but we haven't had many shots, so there's one from the Rabiot.
Yeah, but that's such a terrible shot. It's so ugly.
Okay, another t-shirt idea, guys. Do you like this or not? You just have a shirt of some sort of mythical creature that's half rabbit, half goat. Again, only us who know what it really means, but that's
Sule, you let that one go. That was a through ball for you.
yeah. I mean, it would have been nice if it was to Quad and Sule continued his run in, but
no, because Quad would shoot it.
True.
just like he did.
I'm thinking if I'm like in control of like say FIFA, what I would have like. And Lecce, I almost feel like Lecce's just gonna sit back, not do much, perhaps try to continue to draw fouls. I honestly think maybe that they are trying to eventually get a red card, and then they'll try to poke one through.
Yeah, because like even now it's just kind of like a maybe it'll work kind of cross. There isn't really like a conviction in their crossing.
It's very lazy. Like they're putting more effort into the act. Oh, Sule, heavy touch though. Keeps it in.
Yeah, he's got no options. So when Quadrado's supposed to step in and help him out, he's not.
Yeah.
I mean, really bad pass by Quadrado.
Oh, come on. See, this is exactly it. Now there's a counter, which thankfully is completely flaccid.
Jesus, Gatti, try to take a touch and turn around.
Yeah, take a touch, just boots it out.
He just yeeted it.
Maybe he's starting to get tired 33 minutes in. Maybe his conditioning isn't where it should be. Probably isn't. He hasn't had any game time. KB saying we need to stop relying on Quadrado. Our attacks basically die once he receives a pass to move the ball forward. And number 10 agreeing. Absolutely.
The thing is why are we not going through the left at all?
Yeah, we should. Because you got Kostic there.
Yeah, because like look at it. So Rabiot moves it to Gatti. Gatti's now going to move it to Quadrado. Like it's been more so going through the right. I don't know why. So look, long ball driven to Quadrado. Quadrado out of position, loses it, turnover. All right, Gatti wins the ball back. Still, they're looking at the right side of the field. Cut and switch field. Jesus, look at this. Kostic is wide open.
Yeah, he's literally just like waiting.
Okay, there we go. Sandro opens it up. Okay, Kostic has the ball. Almost beats the guy. Plays it back to Sandro.
But he was double marked.
Yeah.
That extra guy, the extra couple guys they're putting in the back line, they're just double marking the wing. They're not allowing us to attack through the wings, which is also smart. I guess Quad is single mark because it's Quad. That's a nice header clear. So yeah, 35 minutes. Oh, Bim.
Oh, Bim is here.
Right is Godway. Remember, Allegri is religious coach. Amen. Yeah, that was the joke they were saying the other night. The Inshallah coach. Let's pray to God, hope for the best. Cross in. Nothing to it. Moretti trying to go far and nothing.
So I wanted to talk about KNP says Juventus craves a real number 10. The thing is I think the number 10 has kind of disappeared from the game.
Yeah, we did talk about that. We got rid of Dybala because he didn't fit into the team. And
That
other reasons.
Yeah, and it's just the thing is it's hard to employ a number 10 now because the game is all about width.
We need a decent corner taker, like Di Maria, perhaps,
Or Kostic.
or yeah, either one of those.
Why are they letting Quadrado take set pieces? The thing is like Quadrado has the most assists, but the only reason is because he takes a crap ton of set pieces.
Everything. And I mean, sometimes Quad does just have a nice match or makes a good play. But he is becoming more and more reliability, and that's why we're getting so frustrated. Our last great number 10 was Tevez. I'm sure people would argue for Dybala. He definitely had his moments of greatness. I don't know. What do you think? What's your take on that? Tevez versus Dybala, for instance. Or was Tevez the last great number 10? Ooh. Yeah. Okay, nothing. I'm assuming Dash is getting distracted at work when he goes quiet like this, so please excuse him. He is just trying to participate while getting away with things here. Yeah, KNP, not a Dybala fan. All right. I mean, I'm not his biggest fan either. Not my style of player. He's saying Dybala and Pogba are the cheapest number 10s of our history. I'm sure we can dig into history, or like the fact that we know their names, remember their names, probably means that they were good. We could probably find something that dark decade was in the 30s where we didn't win anything. There was probably some bad number 10s. So we got to give them a bit of credit, but I know what you're saying. And not even on that Champions League final night in Madrid yet. I dare you. When Stash is back on, he's got the memory for this stuff. I do not like. I can be reminded about these names, but I don't have the memory sometimes to like pull out these really deep. Because I mean, I was pretty young too, right? Oh yes, and of course we know you're kidding. Everyone's kidding around here. Nobody's super serious. When we're serious because I start turning into like a typical Italian, throwing my hands up in the air and screaming at the camera.
We're never serious.
Yeah, I mean, there's just more of the same if you are not able to watch the match right now, guys. Not much to really say. It's just pass back and forth. Yeah, they just threw a ball in Lecce and just cleared away right away. They are starting to mount a bit of pressure now, Lecce, but yeah, just there's nothing to it. Not that we really have much at the end of our attack, but we have put a couple on net. I don't know if they have any shots yet, do they?
I don't think they do.
Yeah. KNP saying I'm 32, 2 years. Yeah. So, I mean, some of the regulars know too my story. So I'm Canadian. I did not grow up with soccer, so I don't have that really deep rooted history from like the young childhood. I came on a fair bit later in life. So yeah, especially when you're talking like into the 90s, even the early 2000s, I'm not like completely locked into that because I mean, I'm in Canada. It was hockey, right? There was so much more hockey. I eventually just got tired with hockey and North American sports and how commercialized it really has become. And I know soccer has too, but just like I can watch a soccer match now. And there's no commercials. There's nothing distracting me. Just watch a soccer match or football. I mean, interchangeable, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's why. I'm sorry. I'm not like Dash. Probably because he's. I mean, you're a European. You're Albanian, right?
Yep.
So that culture was more instilled, especially your dad, because your dad is a huge Juve fan.
That, and he's also a former pro, so.
Yeah, so like you grew up with it, and you played, like you coach, like you were into it right from the get go.
Oh yeah.
Where I was hockey. I just had to. It's like as you get older, anyways, you can start making your own decisions on life, right? So that's basically what happened.
Yeah, but the interesting thing about me is like I kind of took a break from like 2012 to like 2015 from the game. Just I don't know. I just was like, I just need to sit down for a minute. So I mean, I get it. Like,
Yeah, and I'm
'cause it was
doing that
that.
with hockey right now because I just need a break. Oh, ball into Sule.
Very
Moretti. No.
uninspiring shot.
KNP giving me the Viva Canada. Yes, thank you. Where do you hail from, if you mind sharing? Most of the chat is American, as far as I know. There's Kostic with the cross. It's back out for a corner. Kostic up again for it. Long face on Allegri. Ball in.
Ooh, good save.
Oh, nice from Rabiot. A little far out, though. Gave the goalie some time to think. Really, Rabiot isn't really the primary attacker in that situation, but he was good to get on it.
Well, looks like we're getting some pushes in.
Yeah, Quad taking it from the right now.
I really disagree with Quadrado taking corners.
You know he's going to get an assist off one now, though.
Yeah.
Just watch. Oh, that was a lazy cross by Kostic.
But,
Unless he was intending to do that, just play it off the player.
Yeah, I think so too.
43rd minute. Kostic throwing it back in. That was way too heavy out.
Corner kick.
Did it go off somebody?
Yep.
Oh,
Deflection.
okay. I did not blame it on my crappy Fubo feed. Yeah, it is only 720p. It's embarrassing that that's the feed that we get in this day and age. And how we're making fun of the VAR cameras in Serie A. How my webcam here that I'm using has a higher resolution than what Serie A uses. Yes, I know we can nerd out sensor size and pixels and yeah. I get it. Still, it's crap. Serie A's cameras are crap. That's what I'm saying. And KNP liking Rabiot this season. Something clicked on him this season. Yeah, his contract.
I was just about to say that.
We hope it's more than that, but we're trying to be realistic that it's probably the contract.
Come on. Moretti, he has to pick the better pass, man. He's trying to force a long ball to Milik there. He shouldn't
he's
have.
rushing a lot.
Someone give me a conversion rate on our corners. Best in the league right now, ironically.
Yeah, but what's the percentage? I wonder.
I think it's 30-40%.
Dude, it's so bad I can't watch the game on my TV because it's not 4K. It doesn't even need to be make things at least 1080. 1080 isn't bad. I don't even have a 4K TV yet or anything. My monitor is a 2K. My eyes aren't that great. It's, I guess if you've got really good eyesight, you can probably pick it out a lot more. How did we get to this in just 5 years?
Easy, bad money management.
Yeah, and that's sort of how it happens, right? You don't really notice things are bad until it's too late. Think like in a relationship, things are going bad with your girlfriend, then all of a sudden you're dumped, and you're like, "Why are you dumping me?" And she like has 5 years of history of how you're a horrible person, and you're like, "Oh, that's why."
Yeah,
I mean,
he's like the plumber. The plumber gets me. You don't.
COVID and Ronaldo, you can't blame it all on that, but yes.
I mean, both of them, KB, involve money.
Oh, motion blur. Yeah, so it's not motion blur. It's just I know what you're saying. The frame rates are so slow, so it doesn't show the picture smoothly enough. It,
Well,
it looks like a
they
blur, and there's
have
that.
looks like they've blown the whistle for halftime. So I'm gonna hop off real quick. I might make another cameo in the second half.
All right, all right.
I will see ya.
Later, bud.
Oh, I almost hit end stream because I'm on the phone.
Oh, I would just slap
You
you
would have.
up.
I was gonna say, all right, let me see if I can remove myself from the stream. All right, I'll see you guys shortly after.
Yeah, see you in a bit. Yeah, not replacing our departures properly, of course. That's all tied in. Number 10 loves my metaphors. Thank you. I just try to make things relatable to real life. Because even if it hasn't happened to us personally, we have a buddy that it has. We've witnessed it. Half stats report. Yeah. All right. Let's get into the bot mob. Bam. Okay. So possession 65.5 to 34.5 in favor of Juve. Shots. Okay, I'll call Juve's stats first because we're biased towards Juve, obviously. So shots 6-0. Shots on target 2-0. Corners 1, 5-3. I mean, everything is in our favor at this point, other than 4 yellow cards for Gatti, Mele Quadrado, Moretti. Okay. And Gatti's got a 7 point. So our back line is all in sevens. 7-1, 7-2. So look at that. Gatti has actually been playing fairly well. Danilo's been quiet, but I think that's sort of his job tonight. Knowing that Gatti's a bit of a loose cannon in a sense, a little more young and brash. Danilo's got to stay calm, cool, and collected. Quadrado with the again, they really like Quadrado. That or I'm really biased against him. I don't know. And then yeah, everyone else with sixes. Costa's just 6'9". Yeah, I can see rating him a little bit higher. He has, when he has been given the ball, he has been looking to make the play. KF, yeah, too many yellows. Absolutely. But we did talk about that earlier on about how Lecce has been playing to get yellows. I think they're trying to get them to a red card before they try to really push for a goal. They're trying to play him up a bit in that sense. It's a bit of an acting class. Moretti to come out for Paredes. And K and P, no illing, no party. I love it. That could be a new tagline. Let's see. Who do we still have on the bench? We got Moisey. We got no illing, no party. Campagnon has made the lineup. Fajoli, Rugani, Bonucci, Pinsorio, Perin. So 2 of those are keepers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 players able to come off the bench. 3 of those, half of them, youth prospects. The only people over the age of 27, 28, Stanley Rugani and Bonucci. Fajoli's what, 23? Keen, 22. Illing, was it 19? Campagnon, he's young. I don't know how young he is. 20. Okay. So it really is demonstrating here again with their injuries, those 10 injuries, how short, like, and this is the argument. And this is the argument Sam made. If you haven't seen it on the Discord, I don't know if I can post this up on YouTube. I'll have to look into it. But Sam Adamo, he was on the other night there for podcast 202 that we also live streamed. He did an interview with excuse me, with the BBC. And that was one of the points he made because there was another fan that they had on that just didn't want to blame Allegri, and he's like, "Well, look at the team. Like, what other coach out there?" And these are things we've discussed over and over. What other coach, if given this team, would do any better? One that's available at this moment. KF, yeah, I can smell red. Quad probably resting red at this point. Yeah, I'd agree. KF calling for Keane. Yeah, he probably will. You got to rotate. We got PSG Wednesday, so yeah. Dang, our bench is non-existent. Isn't great. Bones Green KF. Sorry, I'm literally just clicking through. You guys are like firing. It's halftime. You guys are firing them at me. All right. If they don't make sense or it's like a side tone, I'll just skip through. KB, might as well put me in there. I would probably better with my sprained ankle. Oh man. In my life, never thought I would ever want him, but we need someone to bang in headers. So that's calling for Keane again. Put me in, coach. Frankie. Hey, Frankie, you made our Mexican reference earlier. KB, I love it. The let's go. Always yelling the let's go. I love it. We need some sound bites of you just yelling let's go. Frankie, I'm a defender, bro. I'll score a header, all 5'9" of me. Yeah, we're similar sizes. I'm typically a defender. I mean, slightly. I'm like 5'9.5" if I want to be technical, but yeah, we'll say we're the same size. 178 centimeters because I'm not American. KB calling for the Christmas tree formation. That's I mean, Dash really likes that as well. Are you referencing the 4-2-3-1 or the 4-3-2-1? Yeah, 4-3-2-1. Sorry, I had to put that in my head, make it make sense. Push the like button for Illing Jr. yeah, guys, hit that like for some Illing Jr. KF, guys, Moretti needs some shooting practice, and Rabio needs to pass to Sule. Sule has not had a whole lot of touches, no. KB calling for you guys to hit the video as well. So it's not just me. I'm not the only one that wants you to hit the like button. There are others. So please do that. What is this CM you speak of, Lol? Okay, that's I'm down the chat. Yes, 4-3-2-1, KB confirming. My son Illing will come on and change the game once again. So lots of calls for Illing. Love it. Let's see it. I want to see it. Here, let's get the FOT mob ready. Again, I'm working with Fubo, guys. It puts the what do you call it? Again, they're making replays right now of just the match, but it puts it into a loop, and then it doesn't actually restart the game in most cases. So please, like, if I haven't start watching this game and I completely forget to hit the refresh button, you gotta let me know, because I have missed a few minutes before from not doing that, not even realizing. I know better now, though. All right, where's my? Here it is. All right. So again, the 4 yellow cards. There's the stats. KB again. There really is no other option on the bench. Might as well throw all the younglings to the fray. And that is basically it. And we have to, as fans, be ready for essentially what's going to happen if we say, okay, screw it. These guys are old. We are moving on from them, which we are in most cases. Let's just get them their game time experience so they're better prepared for next year, or perhaps even just to increase their value. Because teams don't even look at players if they don't have any game time because they don't know what they're getting. So you have to put them out on display. So, yeah, I mean, play them. At the end of the day, you just got to play them. Okay, I'm saying mod is goaded. The notification sounds are so jumpy. I Yeah, so this is on just my PC browser. So I guess the app on the phone. I don't get I turn off so many notifications on my phone. I cannot handle that stuff. And I'm also one of those guys. If I see a notification, I have to see it to swipe it away. So if I have too many, I just lose my mind. I can't actually live life. So, anyways, KNP. I found nothing. I've been finding nothing myself. The second half is the match is screaming. Okay, sorry. I'm assuming English isn't your second language, or you're just typing real fast. Okay, he's been finding that he's been screaming, and again, I'm assuming you're he. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. He's been screaming at the second half. He's been screaming at Allegri, "Do something. We just need one goal." Yes. Lots of yelling. There has been yelling this year. I think some of you guys can attest to that. There's been some yelling this year. So KF confirmed that the phone app is fantastic. I have it. I just don't have any notifications on for it. I like Google, honestly, because Google just has its built-in notifications and it knows my favorite team. It just pops up on my screen, gives me the live score. I'm usually watching the game anyways, right? So I don't need something else yelling at me when I'm trying to, especially now I'm doing this, so I'm obviously watching all the time. I'm sitting on the dinner table, phone on loud, and it's going off all Prem Serie A Champions League games. Oh man, that's gotta be insane. Yeah, I've actually just recently just put my phone on permanent vibrate. And I check, I'm habitually checking my phone. So whatever. If it takes me 15 minutes to get back to something, whatever. It is what it is, guys. I don't feel that I'm that important that you need to hear what I have to say immediately. Yeah, and you get the 20 minutes before the game starts. Man, I get everything. It even asked me today if I still want Maccabi Haifa updates because I Googled them. I get updates for Cosenza and Catanzaro because those are the two closest teams to my parents' hometown. So I just check their scores. I get the update, and it freaks me out when it's like Juventus is playing, and it's like, oh no, that's the female team. So I get the Juve female updates all the time, and of course the Raptors, the Blue Jays, the Leafs, all the Toronto teams. Lecce has Samuel Umtiti. What? No, right here. Do they really? I guess so. Let's transfer market that. It's got to be a loan, is it? And why isn't he playing valued at 2.2? It's 28. Has his stock dropped that low? Okay, it isn't a 2.2 million loan. Happened August 25th, finishes June 30th. So it is a 1-year loan for 2.2 million. Yeah, I didn't know either. I mean, you get so embroiled in just what happens in the Juve world that you miss some of these other transfers. If only there was somebody out there that had a YouTube channel that can like make it easy for us. Let's Adrian Sousa. I mean, I probably could have caught one of his episodes and I would have known. So shout out to Ravota TV again, one of our semi-regular guests, I suppose. Your third language. Okay, so I'll give you a pass on that. Third's how you would say it. I'm very good at English and I'm very horrible at every other language. So if you want to learn English, I'm your man. My mom is an English teacher. My wife is an English major as well. Kind of being around it. So start. Okay. Let me get back to my game. So Fajoli is in for McKenny. So here are the youth. Okay, before it starts, guys, because Dash is usually here to let me take a quick break. I'm just gonna mute myself. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. I was on mute. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, all right. So I didn't miss too much. I forgot my coffee mug as I ran out the room. But that's sorted out now. My overpriced branded Juventus mug. Yours for only $22. It was it looks good. It looks good when I'm drinking on screen. It was way too much money. But dead ball from deep. Quadrado over it. Here it is. Ooh, that almost had an extra toe on it that would have put it in. Getting close. That was Gatti attacking it, though. And getting offensively for a center back, Gatti is being doing all right. Okay, Frankie coming in on MTT here. As one of those folks that just had to get out of there so Barca could actually register their players. That makes a lot more sense. Man, imagine how he felt going from Barca to Lecce, though. Yeah, man. Frank's saying English is his second language, but it's becoming his first. Yeah. I mean, you been on, man. Speak perfect English. Okay, I've sent in respect. Yeah, like I know a little bit of French. I'm so bad at it. I'm slightly better at Italian. I know a bit of French because I mean Canada has French as an official language as well, and I literally live on the border of Quebec, the French-speaking province. So I kind of know a couple things, but I cannot carry on a conversation. Like the moves of the 44. So who's the 44? You're referring to Lecce. We go here. Or our 44. We don't have a 44. What do we? I don't know what we're talking about. Sorry. Did I miss something? Okay. Yeah, just soft calls. There's more acting going on, it appears. Lecce sold one. Just a free kick, nothing big. Oh, and I'd like to say as well, I finally got off my ass and I ordered the pink one because Sam got the pink. We're both from Calabria. Our families are both from Calabria, right? So we got like similar skin tone, similar looks, right? Saw him where he wore it on the channel the other night. He wore it on the BBC there yesterday. I've never owned anything pink. This is my first pink anything. But the hoodie, here, I'll throw it out real quick. There it is. The hoodie. A little bit premature because I do have a cold basement. But there it is, guys. Check it out. I noticed today I went to the store. I told Farhad about it. I don't know if it's just my end or what it was. So if there are any problems, you can't find anything, please let us know. But the hoodie did not actually show up like in the list of things to buy. I just went to the search and typed in hoodie and it came up. So I hope that's not a problem for everyone. But if it is, yeah, just type in hoodie. And yeah, I heard good things about it so far, and I can't wait. Like the cotton's great. Okay, so I can't wear the pink base kit's a bit too much. Oh, Lecce rising high though. Not sure if it took a tip though. I'm trying to shoot outside the box. No, that was just a floater. Oh, Fajoli has number 44. Yes, of course. How come when I looked at or is it because he hasn't. Yeah, exactly. They didn't show it. They didn't show the change. But thanks for the correction. Keep me honest. Fajoli. Should have known that. Get me on the spot. This is where Dash needs to cover my ass. It's got to work today, though. Leaving me out to dry. Oh, little back heel. Not quite. But obviously they were told to score a goal at the halftime, so it looks slightly more like Juve trying to do something with this half. They better. I mean, they have to. Do they not? Okay, and P's saying the hoodies are on fire. Nice, thank you. He likes the pink. Okay, through ball to Moretti. He slows it down, though. Through to Kostic. Across. Back heel. Oh, it was so close. That was so close. Cuadrado sliding in for the ball, and the keeper is injured. Out wide to Moretti. He slows it down, crosses it, or through balls to Kostic. Back heels to Milik, who back heels it towards the net, and Cuadrado comes sliding in to tap it in. Coney gets the ball first. Not sure. There might have been contact with the head there. There must be if he's down like this. Yes, he is on a yellow, but no call. And that could be a tight one, right? Because, again, coincidental, they're both just playing the ball. The goalie did get it first, so. But in the mess of a play, I mean, that was close. Yeah, nobody wants to shoot. That is a point, too. It was nice, but nobody just took a shot either. I mean, well, Milik technically did. He's the striker. I'm like, even if it's a back heel, I'm just going to throw it towards the net. It is something. It's something. They can feed off this now. And the KF saying it was hardly a touch. Yeah, and I mean, you can argue, as we did a bit last night, that that handball at Benfica was hardly a handball. I mean, you just don't know. You just don't know which way it's supposed to be, and that was the whole discussion. It's the rules are black and white, but they really aren't. There's so much interpretation, so much reading between the lines, and it's like when the harder the more rigid you try to make the rule itself, as try to make it more black and white. I mean, when you make something so rigid, it eventually snaps, right? So it's like the more you try to control, the more you lose control. Oh, Moretti makes a turn, steals it. Ah, not quite, but nice by Moretti. Just strip the defender. Kostic now takes it off the defender, has it, crosses. It's deep. Suli's chasing down now, but we are still in control. Okay, so there's some of the nice glimmers from Moretti. He still is young. He still makes a few mistakes, lacks a bit of composure, but there is an example of his skill. Okay. Well, keeping some pressure on. Moretti looks like he's got a fire lit. Yeah, they just did the replay. It's just that final pass. And that is what Moretti's like. Like, he is a nice passer, but he's not an attacking midfielder. He's not the one to make that quick final pass, it seems. At least not yet. It's over. Oh, punched out. Maintain control, though. Kostic crossing. It's just bouncing around the box at this point. And okay. Almost. They nullified the counter. Now Juve are coming back. So it's all Juve right now. Kostic again. So they're obviously feeding to Kostic. Oh, Quadrado wins it back too. So they're all fighting now. I don't know why they need to get yelled at halftime. It shouldn't, but here we are. Kostic again crosses in. Oh, just tapped away. Moretti almost closed the door. Jolie going over the top. Too much, but man, and that's weird. The virtual advertisements there on the touchline, and Kostic jumped over it. It looked like he jumped over it, but really, it's not there. It was just a weird eye trick. And I imagine my advertisements are going to be different from yours as well. The whole virtual thing of it, right? It says 1x bet. I don't know. Is that what you got? 1x bet? Okay, 58 minutes now. That was a throw in. The Juve are still trying to control. They need to get this momentum built up again, though. Because that was the problem. Obviously, 65% possession. They had the ball, but it didn't penetrate enough. Rarely did it ever. At least now we've seen quite a few chances in the first 10 minutes. Panic mode slowly setting in for both teams. Yeah, this is a classic like low tier Serie A match. Eh? Just do nothing. Oh, panic. Let's do something. Ooh, that was a ugly tackle. Is there the yellow card is out for Lecce. Hassan or Cisse? Oh, he's one of those guys with the first last name. Brazilian, perhaps. His jersey says Hassan. The ticker said Cesse. Oh yeah, just took out his Danilo's ankles there. And guys, let me know. I changed the camera angle as well. I slightly different setup. Does this work? Do you guys like it better? Is my mic position all right? Always looking for feedback as well. Yes, Frankie, Juve need to penetrate the D. You are absolutely correct. Also, we don't have the Michael Scott yet. Dash, I mean, I know you have pretty much 3 jobs here, but like, where's my Michael Scott? Frank is saying looks better. Yeah, thank you. It's a little more like at my face. When I got my second monitor in, it kind of changed things around, and let's just say it's hard to have like a perfect like setup for just general computing, gaming, or like using Illustrator, Premiere, like the Adobe products, whatever that I regularly use, and then like actually live streaming it. Like I have to move things around a bit to make it all work. And that's the thing, like the monitors that I have, like I got these nice cinematic monitors, which are nice and wide, which are good when you are editing video or when you are playing games, but they take up so much real estate as well. So it's always a catch-22, give and take, right? So Milik just took a slip, hurt his back. Keane is coming in. Here it is. Who was it that called for Keane right at the beginning? Let's see if I can go back. Feel bad for not remembering now. Who called for Keane? Who called for Keane? I don't know. Just remind me. Who called for Keane? I don't want to waste time looking through old messages there. Still not much. Lads, right about Keane. Time to find out. Yeah, why is Moretti coming out? Get Quad out. So it was KF Squad. I had a feeling it was you, but I didn't want to misspeak. So 62 minutes in. I think this is a straight up 4-4-2 now with Keane in there. I never thought that 4-4-1-1 would work because trying to force Moretti into that cam role. I don't know, guys. It clearly was ineffective. But yes, why is Quadrado still playing? My guess at this point is because the strategy seems to be playing it over the top, doing the long ball against these, which makes sense because they're blocking low, stacking the D. Quadrado theoretically allows you to do that. Yeah, Frankie. Quad is loved by all. He'll never leave the pitch. He does, but usually not right away. But yeah, there is an emotional attachment to him, right? He's been with the team a long time. He has served the team. He's just very much past his prime. You know when you go to the grocery store and you really want a steak, but you don't have much money, so you get like the 50% off stuff because it's expiring that day, and they tell you like cook it tonight. But you don't cook it tonight, you cook it 2 days from now. It's still delicious, and you cook it just a little bit longer. just in case. That's Quadrado right now. You still like a good steak. You just probably should have cooked it 2 days ago. Okay. Dribble in, shot, punched away, nothing. All right. That's better for Milik. And I mean, Sandro for that matter as well. Even more so. Sandro's, I think, got a couple of years on Quadrado. Yeah, nice analogy. Yeah. I'm all about the analogy, guys. I'll get poetic once in a while, just for the fun of it. Okay, Lecce coming in for a counter. Gatti again just strips him. Nice job. Okay, so bit of pressure on Lecce, but again, not really threatening. I like to report, guys, because I was a bit salty yesterday. I was so tired. Yeah, just getting up early and not really getting to bed right away. Anyways, woke up at 7:20 this morning. The sun was coming up. It was so good. I still did nothing for 2 hours. It took me a couple hours to wake up, but I'm back at her, guys. I got the energy back. So I know yesterday you guys were probably like, "Oh man, there's nothing in it." I was tired, but yeah, here it is. Kostic coming in the left to Sandro, with a nothing pass into the box. Milik fighting for it, goes out. All right, throw in Lecce. Rabiot gets the ball back. Change of direction to the right, but misplay. Oh, Sule picks up though. The Lecce player trying to sell something there, kind of out of the frame, but ref played it on. Juve playing up along the right now. KB weakest passing I've seen from pro footballer or footballers. Yeah, as referencing the whole team. Yeah, I don't know. It is bad. I don't want to straight up say it's the worst. Again, I'm sure we can find examples, but Keane got a piece. That was a little bit closer. That was a long lobbed ball in. Was it Quadrado? Definitely was an afro. That wasn't bad. I mean, those are hard to get on the end of too, right? That was like that was a long range cross. That was not bad. Quadrado, one of the Lecce players, having a word. Don't know if that was anything. Okay, Frankie confirming it was quad. KF calling for Keane. I love how I'm not the only guy calling for Keane. And I've actually dropped off a bit in recent weeks, but you guys are still coming in hard. There's a lot of haters out there. And hating him isn't going to help him any, that's for sure. Kostic tries to play it in as well. Keane's running for it. He's not looking as lazy as maybe we're used to. Keane trying some footwork even. Kostic in. Oh, quad volley. Is that a corner? I'm not sure yet. I'm pretty sure that's a corner. Number 10 saying at least we were pushing for it. Yeah, at least. We got to get one, though. Really, we do. So cross in. Kind of went through everyone. Yeah, they're stacked so deep. Nothing's making its way through. Sule now. Wide of the box on the left. Thinks it centrally to Lecce. Danilo collects. An overhit. Kostic. There's no way he was getting to that. So Lecce quickly tries to counter off the throw-in. What the hell? Sule just crossed. Yeah. Yeah, he did. And I like reading the Italian advertisements. Istituto Calabrese. So is that the Calabrian Institute? It helps me with my Italian. It's just like trying to learn every day. Just whatever, just the general speak. So that artigianali, so artisan gelato. I'm down for that. Ooh, what card is that? That's a yellow for Lecce. No doubt. KF. You guys smell Junior getting mentally prepared. Yeah, I hope so. Let's see him on the sidelines. 71st. Still 0-0 against Lecce. All right, guys. All right. Let's do this. Let's get some good vibes going. We got a dead ball situation right here. Takes it short. Goes wide to Quad, who crosses in, and a high header off Gatti. And Rod is here. Hey, buddy. About time Illing enters instead of shitty Sandro. You guys are ahead of me. Is Illing? Yeah, there he is. You're a fair bit ahead of me on that one. Coming out for Kostic. Quadrado is still playing. Am I nuts? Like, should Quadrado not become? I don't know, guys. I don't know. But yes, Samuel Illing Jr. is on the pitch. He is playing left wing. Is he? No, sorry. Yeah, he's on the left. Quadrado dinks it in. Loose ball. Illing's on it. 43. He needs a better number. Oh, nice pass to Fagioli, who. Whoa! That one screwed my eyes. That did not look like it is in. But Fagioli just scored off Illing Jr., guys. There it is. 1-0. The youngsters did it. Oh, yeah. Amazing. It was such a delayed reaction because the curve of that ball. I was like, no. And then I saw the net move. Bam, there it is. Love it. I love it, guys. Oh, man, that's exciting. Fagioli, and I have not been high on him, admittedly. I have not. But there he is. Number 44. What? Oh, man, that was off the post. That's what it is. That's why it looks so insane. What a shot. From deep. He just, and there you go. No, okay, I admit, I'm rolling over my court. Sorry, guys. I'm all over the place. Oh, it was great. It was great. No, I have said he's not the quickest player out there, but what? A curl into the post and in. My Jesus. There it is, boys. We're into this. My bad. Okay. I'm bad. I haven't really worked the sound here. There it is. This is usually Dash's job. I'm sorry. He's the one that's loaded these all in. I gotta learn my way around here, but there it is. Yeah, I guess he wants to stay. Yeah, and he probably wants this team to win too. So good on him. Okay, so 74th, almost 75th. Oh, okay. Turn and burn. No, not for Lecce. Nothing on the end of their shot again. Quadrado does play it out defensively, so I mean he's still playing. I guess too. So I mean I have been hating on Quadrado. Do they have a replacement for him on the bench? I mean, maybe that's a factor as well. Let's consider that. I've been a little bit emotionally charged about Quadrado as of late. So yeah, who would you put in on that right back role instead? Benucci's still on the bench. Yeah, you can technically move Danilo out wide. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Junior did well, but take nothing away from Vajoli. Remarkable finish. I mean, remarkable pass, remarkable touch, control, and finish from Fajoli. Absolutely. And KB, sorry, I mean you're calling it out. I'm still like on my little high here, so thanks for calling it out. Now we have retreated to our half, shooting ourselves in the foots. Yes. Now we can take this two ways. It's Lecce. They have had zero threat all game. We play Paris on Wednesday. Our bench is extremely short. Do we sit back for 15 minutes? Or do you try to secure that second one, stretch out your bench even more? Because let's be honest, Europa League isn't even secure. There's still a chance for Maccabi to do something there. So we still have to show up on Wednesday. So two sides to the story. I don't know. You guys let me know. Smart to start sitting back and preserving the legs, or do we need to get the second? I personally, and just trying to watch the game, you obviously want the goals. I want to celebrate some more, of course. Strategically, definitely an argument in there. Dash coming in from the Cook line for goal. He calls for goal. So Dash is pseudo still with us here. Guys, Allegri is smiling. He has, yeah. I mean, that's probably just a huge relief. Yeah, that is a big, big smile. Telling guys to calm down. I I'm gonna assume somebody on the bench said something funny towards the ref because the way he turned around was like, no, no, keep it down, guys. KB calling for a second goal. Illing picks up a yellow. If you let your opponent get up, he can come back and hurt you. No, for sure. It's just at what cost, right? Because the bench is short. That's the way I'm looking at it, right? So it's not always about the battle, it's about the war. It's about that strategic level thinking. So guess quick lesson in the middle of the game here. Was that out? Tech catches it out of play, I think. Anyways, tactical is like what's happening on the pitch right now. And the coach doesn't have too much tactical input in the middle of the game other than like changing out players and just yelling from the sidelines. It's usually like the captains, players on the field that have that complete tactical control. Strategic is thinking like more the long game. So crossing from Lecce, no, poor volley. So yeah, strategic long thing. It's more like thinking about the whole season and not just the game. Obviously, you need to think both ways. But upper management will obviously think more strategically. The players will think only tactically, and the coach kind of that in between. Junior has been certified with his yellow card. Popped his cherry. There you go. Yeah, it's like the blue tick on Twitter, but for Juve, get the yellow card. What do you need? I don't even know. What do you need to get a blue tick? Never looked into it because I don't think I've ever cared. Interesting. So, Lecce player on the ground selling something. Is there anything in it? He jumped over Milik and over Milik. Oh, he landed on his face. I shouldn't be laughing, but that was funny. It's always funny when somebody lands on their face. Just is what it is. I've been there, guys. It sucks. He looks pretty shaken up. Dash saying you just need to have an article written about you. Well, what are you guys waiting for? Write an article about me. Like, just give me my blue tick. But yeah, his neck even. Yeah, kind of. It looks bad. So 81 minutes, plays back on. Yeah, KV saying it's glad he's okay. He did get up pretty quickly, only a couple minutes, so may have gotten away with one there. In terms of an injury, I'm saying. Another change for Lecce. Strafezza is out. Di Francesco is in. Dash with the insensitive jokes. He felt like Lecce's attack, flat faced. He's not incorrect. KB giving the wide eyes. So, I mean, we usually do this a bit late, I suppose. We're into the 82nd minute, but I am copying and pasting link underway. If anybody wants to come in to give a post game analysis, hear from you guys. There's the link right in the chat. We can get you in. KF, as a pacifist, I approve that message. Yeah, I mean, we all want peace, right? That's kind of the goal. Dash saying, "Lol, Lecce definitely has the face in face palm." Where's your emoji? Is there not a there's a face palm emoji? Oh, face plant definitely has the face and face plant. That makes a lot more sense. You ruined it, Dash. You ruined your own joke. You're better live. You suck in the chat. What are you doing? Yeah, Dash has been busy. I don't blame him. I'll still make fun of him when he can't defend himself. Benucci is making an appearance though. Sule limping off. So it's Benucci for Sule. Okay. I'm just gonna. Because my throat is dry. I'm talking so much. Quickly, just get a drink. I'll be right back.
Hey guys, don't tell Dave, but I snuck in. But filling in while he's, getting a drink. Looks like the youngsters, though it took them a little bit more time, it looks like they're starting to get everything rolling. So definitely good on these guys, good on Illing, good on Fajoli, because I think Fajoli definitely needed that goal just to kind of get himself into a rhythm. Just something that he's been desperately lacking, per se, when he's been in the group. So good on Fagoli. So we're happy for Fagoli to get a goal. Fagoli.
Fagoli.
Yeah, you missed the I. You're like Fajol?
Yeah, Fajol. That's how you would say it with Jersey Shore Italian accent. Yeah, Fajol.
Yeah, but I put the I in the dash, so I was like Fagoli.
Fagioli?
Yeah. I was trying to
I don't
make
know.
a play on words.
I just came in hot. There was nothing left even. I went to go get I have like a drop.
That's what she said.
So, how's the restaurant today, Dash?
I'm just working on some pasta. I managed to catch a quick breather.
Oh, nice. You guys make it fresh or?
Yeah.
Nice. Love it. Love it. Doing it fresh. I don't even bother. Like I have that Philips pasta machine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know that thing. It's basically like an automatic pasta maker, but it makes it fresh in like 10, 15 minutes. So you boil your water and you make your pasta. By the time your water's boiled, you have fresh pasta. Bam, throw it in. It's amazing. It's a bit expensive, but I got it from my parents because they were too old to figure out how it worked. I love it. Yeah, I don't buy packaged pasta anymore. It's stuff.
You know what's interesting? So just kind of on Illing Jr., he really does strike me as like a relatable Alphonsi Davis when he plays.
You're feeling the Alfonso reference, are you?
I think so, man. Like, I'm not trying to say it because it was like a news article, but like just some of the plays that he was making, I'm like, he's a winger, but he's
that came up in the
man.
chat. No, we talked about it. Where did it come out? Yeah, it was there was an article saying that he might be converted. That's where it came from.
Yeah, because like at first I was like, nah, I think they're reaching, but like look at him, oh, that's Keen.
Yeah.
But it just Alfonso Illing's really aggressive. I didn't expect that.
Good play by Keen though, drawing the foul.
Dude, Keen is built. Like
he is. Like he just has to use his body, and he hasn't been great technically today, but I think his role is more so because Lecce is a Bush League team. I think he's just out there to play kind of Bush League, which is what he's good at. The flares are out. There we go. The Ultras are throwing the flares. Oh, and the firefighters are out because it landed on some of the advertising. Never mind the game. The stadium's on fire. No, they got it taken care of. It's good. It's a little smoky.
Oh man,
this is funny. So what's going on? When do you want to do the post game tomorrow?
We can do it anytime tomorrow. I don't care.
Chat, when you want the post game, let us know and give us a time zone. Don't just like say some random number. We like to do it when you guys are going to show up. It's better when everyone's there, right? So sometimes we do it just because of our schedules, and it is what it is. But if because Sunday, that's the thing, right? People aren't working, but Sunday people have family.
Oh my goodness! Wow, right off the post.
Hold on. You're ahead of me.
Oh, are you?
Okay, yeah, that was freaky.
What's your time? I'm 88-43.
I was 36, so there's 6 seconds there. 6,
Oh.
7, yeah.
So
But you've also you connected later too, right? There's
I think so,
a
yeah.
feed set like lag in.
Yep. So it's a bit jaw breaking here, but feeling surging forward. Oh man, I hope there's not that much extended time, because and that would have gone off Bonucci too. Bonucci would have deflected it in if he touched it.
Let's see, I'm just getting a replay. And that's the thing. It doesn't take much, right?
Nope.
There's Daniil getting angry at the guys. Don't blame him.
Okay, it's like I'm 6 seconds ahead. I'm better than all of you peasants.
You are privileged, AF.
Yeah, he's got that Leicester internet speed.
That's right. He was the guy from Leicester. Man,
Yep.
It seems kind of creepy, but I almost want to record like where everyone's from because I find it super interesting, and it just shows how diverse the fan base is. Right? I love it. It's just so cool.
Yeah, and also we kind of like to get more of the European crowd in too, because we predominantly most of the folks that watch us are in the U.S. So
yeah, but Oscar, I mean, time zone kind of screws him over, but when he can, he's from Wales, so that's cool. We have a lot of viewers from India, according to the demographics, but I don't know if they're just kind of like they only watch the shorts or they're just not good at English and they never talk or whatever it is. I mean, if you suck at English, if you're watching this and you suck at English, we're not going to judge you. We understand that for a lot of people, it's not your first language. And the fact that you can speak any of it is good enough, really. Like, we'll figure it out. But at the same time, you wouldn't learn if you don't practice. So practice here if you want. You're an international. Or even say it in your own language. Maybe there's somebody here that can translate or can fake it through Google. What are you going about?
No. That was an ugly tackle.
Yes, that's.
Oh man, that's the player in me that reacts to that when I see a nasty tackle like that. I'm like, ugh.
And there's a yellow. So yeah, only a matter of time before Lecce started.
Yeah, that grass is terrible, dude. That pitch is terrible.
Oh yeah, I never even considered that. Yeah, you see all the tufts of grass just chunked up.
But that's the one thing that pisses me off when I play is when I'm dribbling and I beat you, I clearly beat you, and then you turn around and you do something like that. That to me pisses me off. Like that happened to me when I was playing in a game last night where I split 2 defenders because I caught them flat-footed, so I drove right in the middle between them because I had space. And then one of them just kind of sticks out his leg and hooks my ankle and pulls me back. And I'm like, come on, man. I hate that stuff.
It's very reactionary, right? It's so hard in the moment.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know, for me, it's like I see both sides of the story. Like, I get it. It's a tactical foul because if I kept my run going, it would have been a 3-on-1 and I would have been able to play the ball anywhere. But it's just super, super frustrating because, I'm one of those guys that says, hey, man, I got to work in the morning. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Kevin. Oh, Kevin. I missed this message. Nicky Beans. Kevin, our guy on the ground. He is going to be there on Wednesday. So we are feeding live in from Allianz Stadium. Juve versus Paris. So that's going to be super exciting. Like, it's a sold out stadium. It's going to be great. So definitely tune in on Wednesday. That's Wednesday, 3 p.m., correct?
No, it's 4. I think they got
they got the 4.
Daylight.
Even better.
Yeah, daylight harvesting.
Oh, daylight savings time. Yes. Yeah, North America's big on changing the clocks. I hate it. They've been talking about it for years. We have a province, Saskatchewan, that doesn't change it.
This comment's funny. KF says, that's the attacker's point of view. If someone passes me in the game, they're going to be on the floor. Hey, KB or KF, I'm going to say this. You do that to me, I'm nutmegging you next ISO.
I guess we have like the K acronym. So we have KBKF. I think everyone else just has to be like So number 10, you could be like KN. Bones could be KZ, I guess, because KB's
Yeah.
already taken.
But
It's gonna be K numbers.
yeah, but the funny thing, KF, so that actually happened to me once where I beat the guy off the dribble and he slide tackled me from behind. I kind of looked at him like, okay, this is how we're gonna play. We're gonna play like this. So I next time I went off to the left wing to isolate him, so I got him one on one. I nutmegged him. I put him. Oh, it was so filthy. I stepped over, then flicked it behind my heels through his legs. He couldn't react. He fell flat on his butt, and I scored off of that. Oof. That's when I looked at him. I said, "Don't do that again."
Oh, the on-field banter. So we're in the final minute of play. The commentator, he says fagioli, like really gets the I in there. In Italian, you don't, yeah, you flow through it a little quicker. Fagioli.
Yeah, I
Banucci
love
with the
it.
trash and Gatti cleaning up.
Dude, KF is a W right now. He's like, it's completely fine. Meg me all you want, but I'm going for your legs.
Oh man. So this should be the final play off the corner.
Oh, they blew the final whistle.
There you go. An Allegri masterclass, 1-0. They're happy. They should maybe, I don't know, they won. We should have saw a better game.
I'm surprised they didn't let him take the corner.
Oh, did they call it before the corner?
Yeah.
That's why they're upset. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna call it and let them set up for a corner, you kind of have to let them play the corner, don't you?
And Juve's doing a little team huddle at the post.
Yeah.
So, hey, 3 points, 3 points. I mean, everybody that wanted to see the youngsters, I mean, we had Fagioli, Moretti, Illing, Gatti. That's 4 right there. If you want to consider Keane one of them, but not really.
Yeah, he's 22.
Sule. Yeah, Sule.
Fagioli's older than Keane.
Yeah, there's like 6 youngsters on this squad right now. That's over more than half the roster, starting roster.
Yeah, we named the bench, and like this team has no depth right now.
Yep.
Somebody's yelling at the team because they're doing the huddle, and then Moretti is like, "Oh, it was just, I don't know, something's going on." But they're still in the huddle. Peck's got a big old smile. I mean, that was it. We won 1-0 against a dumpster fire team. Like, not to throw shade at Lecce, but they are not a great team. It is what it is. Take the 3 points, guys. We got to see Illing Jr. once again charge down the left, throw a ball into play, and find the end of a very skilled Fagioli.
That was a really good shot.
It's not just the shot, though. He got that ball, took the touch, changed his weight to shoot on his right foot, and curled it in like a mofo.
Yeah, no, that was somebody. Hey, Pinsiglio is walking with Fagioli right now, saying, "Hey, man, was that a cross?" Fagioli's like, "No, I shot it." He's like, "Nah, man, that looked like a cross." See, look at it. He's like whispering in his ear. He's like,
no, I swear.
he's like, if anyone asks you in the post game, say you shot that boy. You didn't cross it. See, that's what that was. And then Fagioli's like, wait, can I though?
Yeah, KB saying mighty 6th place. It's better than 12th, man. We're getting there.
Hey, KB, remember, man, it's a process. You got to keep slowly working your way up right now. Of course, you're going to see Udinese and those guys start dropping some points. So they just got to put themselves in striking distance for that moment.
So here it is, Lecce and their whole management team standing there, silent with their hands on their hips, facing the Curva. But you know what? The Curva's giving them support. And to be perfectly fair, a team like Lecce, yes, they're at home, but they didn't. I mean, good for them. They weren't great, but they did only allow 1 goal in against Juve. So, yeah, I mean, for a team like Lecce, that's not the worst thing in the world. That's it. The stream is done. Feed's over. Yeah, I guess let's scroll down through the Facta Mob. Let's look at some numbers. Quadrado with an 8.2. There you have it, guys. Once again, Quadrado, best player on the pitch.
How?
Calling bullshit.
How?
Everyone, chat.
Yeah,
Calling bullshit.
Is there like some Colombian ties to this or something like that? Like maybe the Colombian cartel runs this app or something?
And I don't want to just like hate on Quadrado, but it's not right. It's just not right. I do not agree. Milik ended up getting a 6.9.
Yeah, he was really ineffective.
But that again higher than I thought. Yeah, mechanics. Legatti obviously doing well.
He
Very
rebounded.
good game, and you know what? This has to be said right now before we forget. Gatti came off a shitter of a game, obviously against much tougher opponents. But he did come back today, and he did play a hell of a game. And mentally speaking, that is amazing. That's amazing. That's a point right there, and I would give him man of the match for that point alone, right there.
He said my dad made me pay KF, I like having you here.
Yeah. The time zones must mess it up for him sometimes too, though. Unfortunately.
Yeah. But I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Dave. On that note,
you gotta head out. All right.
I gotta head out. I got some penne that's waiting for me to cook it, so gotta get this pasta going.
Man. I will catch you later. I'll catch you tomorrow. Yeah, we'll discuss when we do it. We'll keep
absolutely. And hey, folks, hop on, man. Dave doesn't bite. Do some post game banter. He only licks. He doesn't bite. He licks.
Yeah, heavy breathing.
Very heavy breathing.
All right. Yeah, take care, man.
Yep, thanks. Absolutely. I will see you after this. And then this too.
Baby.
Oh boy, so corny. All right, KB, Matteo Bonetti, what a clown. Are you hearing what he is saying? Fill us in. No, obviously, I kind of bugged up right now. But yeah, coming with some hot takes for sure. Yeah, saying it's always a pleasure. Thank you. Yeah, if nobody else wants to come in, we'll end this shortly. We'll just go through some of the housekeeping. Even tomorrow, especially a Sunday, when I don't have to come in hot from work or any of that nonsense, absolutely. Oh, Frankie is here. What's up, bud?
Against Empoli.
Hey there.
How is it going? Yeah. You're on.
Yeah, it's because I'm on my phone tonight.
Okay.
Over here, we're trying to set up my second monitor that just got in.
That's all good, man.
But yeah, I mean, I want to start off with saying, Illing,
Yeah.
Told you he'd come on, he'd make a difference, and what a fantastic goal by Fagioli, man.
Nobody, wasn't it though?
I don't think anybody expected that from him, like at all.
I didn't even expect it after he scored it because I didn't know.
I thought it was wide. I thought it went wide. I was like so surprised. I thought it had gone wide. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it really is funny sometimes, the flight of the ball and just your camera angle, how it could really mess with you. But
it was like a FIFA-esque goal where you like just shoot it hoping it goes in and then somehow ends up in the back of the net.
Yeah, I mean, they gave him time. They let him change his direction of play, really. They gave him a second or two, and man, did he really take advantage of it. Oh, yeah, KB said he'd love to set up his camera to join it. Yeah, I mean, set it up whenever.
Yeah,
come on in when you can.
You're definitely going to see Fagioli trying to get some more minutes now, though. He's going to be like, look what I did. Where my time at?
Well, they're proving themselves, right? Illing proved themselves. He got more game time. Fagioli, did something great tonight. He should be getting more game time.
I would have loved to see Moretti stay on for the rest of the game, but
all right, KF said he'll jump in his own. I guess we're getting everyone in. Everyone come on in. It's awesome. So he said, yeah, sorry, Moretti, more game time.
I would have loved to have seen him play the full time. But I understand, resting legs and stuff. Maybe they're going to want to keep him for PSG.
Yeah.
But,
and that attacking midfielder role, I mean, you're running a lot. So
definitely.
I get it.
Something he's not used to, so I understand he might be exhausted after doing that.
So it says Matthias Sule does have an injury, at least in Font Mod here. So more to follow on that.
I mean, he did get caught nasty like a few times on the tackles.
Yeah, and then whatever happened to Illing. So that will be interesting as well. And these are our youngsters now, but these are contact injuries.
I mean, whenever you're playing like a Lecce or like an Empoli, like if the dying embers of the game, they're gonna come for your leg. So
yeah, especially if you're somebody like KF, who apparently will absolutely take you out at the ankles. Speaking of which, he is in here. He's sitting down. All right, we'll let him set up a little bit here. He's in the stream, but I don't know if he's ready yet. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. All right, here he is. How's it going, KF?
Yes, lads. How's it going?
Or, sorry, Hamza, I guess. How's it going? Yeah, buddy. What's up, man? It's been a while.
Come on, man. We won.
Yes.
It's fantastic.
It is fantastic.
I was so happy. I can't lie.
Oh, you guys are both wearing the dark kit.
Come on, man. You have to wear it.
Mine's the older one. Mine's I think it's last year's, but
still, don't matter. I don't even have this year's yet. I've been
I don't got any of this year's either. I'm probably gonna get the pink one and the black one. Honestly, I'll probably get all three. Honestly, I like all the kits.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the red one, but that's fine.
I can't do the red one. No, it's pink. To me, in my eyes, it's pink. If it was red, I'd get it.
No,
in my eyes, it's pink.
It's kind of pink, kind of orange. It's weird. It's weird.
I just can't go outside in them colors. I just can't do it.
Yeah,
I mean, I wear the orange one all the time, so a pink one's not much.
You still wear the orange one? That one, that year, and I made fun of it yesterday too. Just the white and black panel with that pink stripe down the center. No, I couldn't do it.
But yeah, I mean,
yeah, KF, what's your take?
So I watched the whole game, with you guys. Obviously, first half I watched them once, but then the second half I decided to jump in because I thought I'd be like way behind you guys, so that's why I didn't jump in the beginning. But I thought first half was like depressing. I can't lie. It was depressing, and I'm just like, oh god, like there was moments where I'm like, you know what, Moise Kean would do nicely there, like just to get in and do like a poacher's goal, but he didn't do that. He didn't do that well today, but I thought he had some chances, so it was promising. But for a Juventus team like that, we need goal scorers. You know what I mean? So
for sure, but he did play kind of that trash ball that they needed against a team like Lecce as well, just to kind of get the physical play to push back a little bit.
But bro, that goal, oh my god!
Yeah, I know. Everyone's losing on that goal.
Like I don't even think Junior knew that goal was coming. Like he passed that ball just saying, yeah, I'll do the pass in it, but I don't think he expected that. Like that was class.
But again, the two takeaways, the two players, like Illing, they're both so young, right? For Jolie's not super young. I think he's 23. Illing's 19.
Yeah.
But in the what, like 40-ish minutes that he's played, the amount of crosses he's put in, so he's charging down the flank, he's smashing that pass through, and it's hitting its target. That is very difficult to do.
It was.
But then the goal was even better.
Exactly. It's just with Illing Jr., it's like in the beginning I thought maybe it was a bit of hype, because when you have a fresh player and it's like
for sure.
And he's a bit more ballsy than the rest of the players because he's not played as much, so he wants to make a mark. Whereas the other players, they already play, so they're like, if I make a mistake, it's a bit, But then when you actually see him play, you're like, okay, you know what, this guy could be the real deal.
Yeah, he's proven it. So I'm loving it so far.
I mean,
it sounds like you're loving it.
Yeah,
definitely. I'm definitely loving Ilan. That's my son right there. I love Ilan.
There you
but what
go.
do we do about Kostic then? What do we do about Kostic?
I mean,
depth. We need the depth.
Yeah, I think in this campaign you're gonna probably see Ilan come on for more minutes, but it's gonna be a lot more substitutions in that like nice. Maybe get like 20 to 30 minutes a game when the enemy team, like the defenders are tired, because he'll just get at you with that pace that he has.
Yeah.
And just shoot that cross into the box.
Super sub it. And that takes minutes off Kostic. I love that idea.
Which is what Cuadrado should be realistically. He should be that super sub to come in at this point because he's way too old. He can't do the full 90 anymore.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I think honestly, like, we would see Cuadrado in a completely different light if he was that like super sub player, because he would come in and I feel like he would dominate some of these like, tired legs. Like, he would just come in, just run down that side because he wants to run. He knows he can't run anymore because he's old, but that's all he knows how to do.
I still rate Cuadrado. I know you guys, man, but this guy, he's all bright light. I'm telling you right now. When you see him just run down the field, you're just like, oh, okay, this guy thinks he's. I know you guys think he's like acting like a 20-year-old, but bro, you see that guy run down the wing, and you're like, okay, your cross is coming in.
I mean, I love like, Cuadrado as much as the next guy. He was so good for the club. He came in and he was perfect for us. But it's just sadly, age catches up to you.
Yeah, it sure does. I know that because I'm not too far off from Cuadrado's age, and it's it does, like, it just one day you wake up and your life hurts. So it's definitely a thing, and I can only imagine when you're abusing it like the way they are every single day.
What are we gonna talk about? Sule. You see Sule, and you see him on the ball, and you're like, okay, this guy's a good player. But no, the only person that actually passes him much is Moretti. And I think that's because they're boys. I don't even think the reason he's passing it is because I think these two are just passing together. Because like there was moments where this guy could have gone in, but they didn't do that through ball. Like they decided to just pass back. And I don't know, man. I feel as if if they gave him more of an opportunity, because even though he was on for so long, he didn't get that opportunity to actually start attacking the ball. If you know what I mean. Or
yeah,
did you not see
that bias? It's that like, he's a younger kid. He doesn't have the necessarily qualities to dribble down into the box or whatever. So you got that bias from the older players, from the more veteran players, who are like, I'm not gonna, I'd rather dribble it in myself than pass it to the young rookie.
Yeah, the thing is, they didn't give him a chance. Like there was moments, and I'm saying, just pass the ball. I was shouting at this week, just pass the ball, man. Give it to him, give him a chance, But
yeah, there was a bit of that for sure.
But overall, though, I don't mind. 3 points, it was worth it.
It was,
yeah. Especially, but I'll take the 3 points.
We'll take it all day. Frank's taking it. Hamza's taking it. I'm taking it. Dash took it and left. No, Dash is back. He took it, left, and now he's back. It's gonna be a 1-2 punch with Kostic, or hopefully shift Illing to the right wing. Yeah, I mean, Dash, you have your platform. Stop ruining it for everyone else. It's not your time.
But do you think he can play at right wing? Do you think he can play at right wing?
I personally think that he probably won't. I mean, they'll probably try to switch him to a left back if what they said in the articles are true. I don't think it'll work out for him.
He allegedly can play across the front.
I rather have him in that right wing role, because I mean, let's say Di Maria does leave in January, even though he's like, oh, I'm not gonna leave or whatever, and even then he's only for a year. Mm-hmm. So we need that right wing, like that kind of depth area, and if he can play both wings, that's perfect.
So you can have, say, Chiesa's back.
He's the right wing. He'll do fantastically.
Yeah, he's a right wing. You agree with me, right? Right wing.
He's a right wing.
So you keep, say, Illing, if he can play on the right, that's a great option as a backup to him. Kostic is your left winger, left midfielder, what have you. And if you can keep then, say, Keane as a backup to that, and then you have Vlahovic, Milik that swap out in your center forward role in a 4-3-3. I'm imagining.
I honestly think Chiesa main right winger, and I think keep Cuadrado as a backup winger because this guy will do fantastically on the wing. Like and then I think find a proper right back. Like Danilo, give him a right back and get a proper like a centre back midfielder. You know what I mean? Like they were saying, I think it was Milinkovic. They were going to get him, the guy from
And Ndika is the biggest name
but
at the
now it's
moment.
Ndika, yeah,
Yeah.
from
Ndika,
Leipzig.
man, Ndika is actually like phenomenal. Like I watch a little bit here and there, trying just looking at like different players and stuff, and he's solid. Dude is strong as hell.
Yeah,
Did you see that article about that youth kid? What's his name? The Dutch guy. I don't know what his name is.
youth kid.
The Dutch one.
They say they call him like the next Delit because he's from Netherlands, but
Yeah, I mean they always like to put labels on stuff, but
Yeah.
no, man,
I'll
name's
send it to
escaping
you
me.
guys. No, I'll send it to you guys when I see the
Send
article.
it because I think I know who you're talking about. I just can't put a name on it right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
throw it in Discord. We can take a look at it. I'm not necessarily sure what you're talking about either. But
It just in my free time I'm always on Twitter, so
Yeah,
Then,
you're always going after it, eh?
well,
yeah.
yeah, I'm always on Twitter too. But I get the wrong side of Twitter. I get the pessimistic Juve fans Twitter for some reason.
Yeah, just unfollow those guys. It just depends, and the algorithm too. If you keep on looking and interacting with a certain channel or people, whatever, then that's what's going to push you more.
I
And
literally
there's so much
hit
crap.
I hit the like show me less of this so many times, and they just keep shoving it down my throat. Like,
And
I'm
the
like,
problem-
I don't want this.
The problem is that's how the algorithm works, and that's how you do. So if I wanted to, if me, Dash, Farhad, if all the guys really wanted to, we can go down like the dumpster fire route, and we would have so many more subscribers, and would be pulling in the money, but would be good now. But what we would do would we create ourselves a little island, right? And again, that's I love you guys because you guys are the fans. You guys are so objective in your takes. Like none of you guys come in here like complete flaming idiots, just like trying to prove your own little point, right? That's what these other channels and Twitter people and Instagram people, all these content creators, those are the people that they attract. And
like you talk about the Allegri out people, these guys are Allegri out. No, we need him out. That's it.
I mean, you could be Allegri out and still be objective about it, but I'm talking about the ones that like the fundamentalists. Like, if this is how it is, it sucks. Everything's on fire. It's trash. I'm gonna hate it, and I'm just gonna sit here and cry all day. Those kinds of people,
I feel you.
It's toxic.
I hate when it's like they're over here super toxic, but then they don't understand what's going on. Like they don't even they don't do any research. They just literally just say things to say things.
Exactly.
And it's literally and then you say something because you do your own research, so you reply to them like, hey, you're wrong and here's why, and they're like, well, no, my point's right. It's like,
but like if that's the thing, if I'm wrong, I can be wrong. I can be very wrong. But in most cases, and this is kind of the point I try to go along, especially when it's something like football, it's not a moral or ethical question per se. It's just a sport. But we can have a discussion about it, and we don't necessarily even have to agree with things. But just talk about it instead of just trying to shove things down people's throat. Because I don't think people understand the whole concept that if you try to force a point, people just stop listening. So and that's what you're doing when saying unfollow. I don't want to pay attention. Show me less of this. People just stop paying attention. So yeah, you might get all the people at first like, oh yeah, and just like get on the hype train. But long term, man, like you're just sad and lonely. So again, I love all you, and you come on here and you correct me in the chat all the time. So that's exactly what we want.
Don't worry, we're here. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, man, it's great. I absolutely love it.
I'm always here for the banter,
Yeah, and banter too. Of course, you have to have the banter because it's hilarious, and you got to have a laugh. It's all about having a laugh. So,
ooh, this new monitor looks amazing.
Whose monitor? What are you talking about?
I got a new monitor. So
you just hooking up. You just came home with a new monitor.
Yeah. So well, I ordered it and it just came in. So I was setting it up. That's why I don't have my cam on because I'm over here setting up a monitor.
Okay, right on. Nice.
That's multitasking at its best.
It is. I know you younger kids, man. You just got like all these things going on at once, and us old folks are just like, I can't compute. Got to shut her down. Bones, Allegri out, Mama Rabio in. Calling it. We love the Mama Rabio. Let's see if I can find it through Dash's. Oh man, Dash has so many things in here now. There it is.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Oh, love it.
Mama
Do you want
Rabbit.
Rabiot to stay, or do you want him? Do you want him out?
I'm undecided. He has shown so many great things, but it's also the contract.
It's so dependent on if he'll take a smaller contract, honestly.
Yes.
Which he probably won't take.
There's a lot of it to that for sure.
Because I mean, let's say he takes a smaller contract. You know, it's like a nice good sized contract. He'll be fantastic for like a def player. You know, he'll come in, he'll give you that good solid 45 minutes to like an hour.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if the money's too much, you know, you're better off just getting rid of him, because I mean, he's not a superstar, world class like first team player for like pretty much any like good European team. Like he's that nice, like, you know, upper half of like the mid table team.
Newcastle would love him.
Like yeah, like if he were to go to Newcastle, oh, he'd be like their guy there. Him as well as Almiron, like they would love Rabiot there.
You see, I don't know, man. I don't know, because the thing is, you've seen so many Juventus like players that we think are flops. Like for example, Kulusevski and Bentancur when they were in Juve. Like I'm sorry, in the beginning I was all about the hype, but once I saw them come on the pitch, I'm just like, just get them off. And then they go to Spurs, for example, and they're smashing it. So it's like, I don't know about Rabiot. Like, are we playing him wrong? Are we doing something wrong here? Or
it's a different league too, though. So the reason why, just as an example, pick Kulusevski, there's so much more space in the Premier League. And that's the kind of play that Kulusevski is, where he can run into space and make those plays. He's not very great on his, like, he's awkward just the way he runs, but you give him space, he'll run hard and he'll exploit that space. In the Italian league, there just isn't as much space there. So it's sometimes just systematic. You can't really pin it on the coach or a team necessarily.
I don't think I ever saw it that way, but now I do. So I've never thought like that, but then now I realize, because you know, when we play against teams, when we're trying to attack, these guys put like 8 mans behind the ball, man. Yeah. I'm just like, okay, this is interesting. Like I watch Premier League as well, and I'm just thinking how easy it is to score goals in the Premier League, and I'm not putting it down at all, because some defensive teams in Premier League, they know how to do it. Oh, sure. You know, talk about Wolves. You know, these guys they're good defensively, but you know, I didn't see it that way, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you have to watch different leagues. And Frankie, I mean, it sounds like you watch a lot. You can probably make a few good comparisons between leagues.
I mean, yeah, I'll watch Bundesliga here and there. Otherwise, you know, it's Serie A. I watch some Premier League, and then obviously the Mexican league that I watch quite often.
So that's a pretty good cross section.
But we will never touch Ligue 1, never.
Yeah, I don't pay too much attention to that either. I don't think a lot of people do.
All right, lad. I gotta run.
All right. Well, thanks for dropping in. We appreciate it.
I gotta grab dinner. I think they're calling me down. So, but it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, always.
Thank you, Dave. It's been a pleasure. I see you guys next time. Yeah, we're gonna win the next game as well.
Yeah, man.
Perfect. Love it.
PSG. Okay, maybe not.
It's fine. We're rolling with them, man.
We're gonna try. Europa League. Here we come.
Yeah. Love it.
I'm Fabrizio Romano. You know what I mean? All right. Here we go. Care. All right. Take care, lads. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, KB, you said you were going to come in. Are you coming in, or we're going to shut this down shortly, leave the train without you? But before we do that, Frankie, do you have any last points you want to hit up?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to say, you know, it's something about this Juve team that just makes you want to keep hoping for it. I don't know what it is. Like you just want to support them so much. Like if you are a true, like, you know, you're like if you're like not one of those pessimistic like trolls on Twitter or whatever, you know, you're an actual like you know, you're an actual fan, like a Juventini. Like there's something about this team that catches your attention and makes you want to root for them. I have no clue what it is. It's just like
glimmers of hope. There is. You're right.
I don't know
because you have Illing Jr. Yeah,
I don't know if
absolutely.
yeah, I mean, and even with all the Allegri stuff that people are saying, you know, like, oh, Allegri is the death of Juve or whatever. They're like, you know, they're going to a lot of extremes for him. But I mean, there's just something with this team that just makes you like believe that they're gonna get that win, even when they look horrible.
There certainly is something. You are right. It's not always tangible either. That is the beauty of sport, isn't it? Like just trying to chase that intangible. It's completely irrational, and it's beautiful all at the same time, right? All right, my buddy from Macedonia calling in. Sorry, I'll just put that away. Sometimes he's watching, so I got to give him a hard time because he wasn't watching. He's also a Juve fan. So KB's saying, let's see if he's got a setup right. Yeah, hopefully it works. Otherwise, I mean, we'll just catch you next time. We can probably just do this tomorrow as well because it's a Sunday, more max relax.
While I'm hungover, yeah, perfect. Because turn 21 tomorrow.
Oh, that's right, it's your
turn 21 tomorrow, so I'll be going out tonight.
I thought it was today, wasn't it today?
I'll be going out tonight at midnight. So
all right, perfect. Happy birthday, Frankie. Yes.
So got a nice win against Lecce for my birthday, which is
I was supposed to remember. I'm horrible at remembering these things. I'm sorry because he did mention it. So happy birthday, Frankie.
Thank you very much.
This is the birthday stream. Bones coming and saying happy birthday.
Thank you very much, Joe.
Yeah, so you did get the win for your birthday. That's great.
Yeah, I was. That's what I wanted so bad. I was like, you know what? For my birthday, all I want is a Juve win, please. give me the 3 points. Give me the 3 points for my birthday, please. That's all I want.
And here, I'll throw a dash up here.
That's my favorite one.
There you go, then. That's a bit ridiculous, but I'm glad you like it.
Definitely.
Right on. Okay, then. Well, it's we're at 2:35 here. KB, sorry, like if, I don't know if you're gonna make it or not, but if not, definitely next time we'll open up the lines anytime for you guys. So
not 3 hours like the other game.
Yeah,
the Benfica game. The Benfica game, that was 3 hours.
I mean, that's a bit like this is the middle of the day. Like I had a bush cord of wood that I'm trying to stack. It's obviously it's cold in Canada, right? So we burn wood a lot to supplement, especially the price of gas. Whatever. Everyone knows life's expensive. So the other night I literally just dumped. So it's a truck and trailer, full cord. I still got one more to do, and I just dumped it on my lawn. So I was just like getting all this done. There's still like I got this tiny little pile, so I got to go back outside and finish my job still. Like it's in the middle of the day, man. Like I got things to do.
Yeah.
Katie saying next time day is happy for the Juve win. Let's go. Yes. Okay. So definitely next time.
Oh, so Dave, I found out my city's is getting a USL team in 2025.
Oh, are they perfect?
Yeah. They're building a whole new stadium and everything for it. It's gonna be, I mean, definitely gonna be going to games. That's for sure.
That is
something
great.
to actually root for locally.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's fun because I mean, even though it may not like Toronto, for instance, isn't my number one team, but it's the team I can at least actually go and watch and play live. You know, which I got to do twice this year. No big deal. Even though they're still 4 hours away, but I can still do it.
Yeah, because otherwise I gotta go see Chicago Fire play, and I don't know if I want to see Chicago Fire play.
Yeah, that was actually the first MLS game I watched was Chicago Fire in Toronto. So that was back in 2011. Yeah. Good times. We won that game, by the way. Toronto won that one. I think it was 2-1 if I remember correctly. Otherwise, man, yeah, we'll catch you all on the next time. I think it's time to play the music. Frankie, you ready to do an outro today?
Sure, I'll do one.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, thank you guys very much for watching the watch along for the Juve and Lecce game. We got those nice 3 points tonight, which is perfect. You know, it was a scrappy game, but a win's a win. We got to see our youngsters shine and do what they do best. So yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment on the replay. Thank you guys very much. I mean, yeah, I love being on here and talking with Dave and Dash whenever they're on here doing anything. So thank you guys very much for giving us this content.
Thank you, Frankie. Thanks for doing the outro. I love you guys. Thank you all for showing up, and we will see you tomorrow for the post game. Good night, and love you all.